This is my personal behavior change plan by Sarah Accord for Health and Wellness 200, Introduction to Health and Wellness, March 24th, 2017, Instructor Miriam. The wellness dimension that I have chosen to improve is my emotional well-being. Emotional wellness is the ability to understand ourselves and cope with the challenges life can bring. The ability to acknowledge and share feelings of anger, fear, sadness, or stress, hope, love, joy, and happiness in a productive manner contributes to our emotional wellness. The lifestyle factors that have a huge impact on my emotional well-being is stress, allowing other people in, and the feeling of being alone. Being a stay-at-home mom and going to college, worrying about money, and having self-image issues has taken a toll on my stress. The next factor is allowing others in and creating friendships that will last. I often dislike taking other people's advice because I'm very opinionated and I also have trust issues. I like to control my own life and learn as I go, and having other people determine that scares me. My husband, daughter, and I just moved to a new state where everything is fresh and new. I currently have no friends here, no close family, and no job. I don't want to call it depression, but I'm definitely not used to this slow-paced lifestyle as a stay-at-home mom. I'm used to being on the go and being able to jump in my car and not worry about whether my daughter's diapers changed, or if she's strapped in correctly. I don't take anything for granted. I love my daughter so much and I love being a mother, but it is definitely something that you have to be ready for and be ready to slow down your lifestyle and take care of your children. So those are my lifestyle factors and what has caused the stress. Ways to cope and have stress management. There are a variety of ways. As far as stress, I can start a journal and write down everything that's on my mind, no strings attached, and just make sure, I'm able to get everything out. Create a balanced schedule. Right now, we don't really have one, and so getting a schedule and being on top of it can truly benefit my stress so that I know each day what we're doing and I don't have to plan right then and there. I also need to learn to say no. As far as taking on roles that I shouldn't, it's hard for me to just say no. So learning to say no can also tremendously benefit my stress and help lower it as well. As far as opening up and allowing others in, I can learn to trust people and, be able to see the other side of people's opinions. I need to learn to accept support and help from others. I tend to just, listen one ear and out the other when it comes to people telling me what I should do, how I should do it, or how, to do this with my daughter. Taking in some of that advice may help and can be a way that I can cope. Also, as far as being lonely or this feeling of loneliness that I do have, I can try to be social with other mothers in my area. Try to plan play dates for those who do have kids as well. I should be open to new adventures and introduce myself to strangers and possibly my neighbors that I have not met yet. Some of the health risks and diseases that can come along with stress are conditions like obesity, heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, depression, gastrointestinal problems, asthma, headaches, and aging. The trans-theoretical model of behavior change is a way of seeing how one person is, how ready they are to change, to make a change. And this model involves progress through 6 stages of change. These stages include pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. If any of those are not followed through, that goes to a relapse and everything is started over. Pre-contemplation is lack of awareness, not knowing of the problem. Contemplation is thinking about changing. You're sitting on the fence about the situation, not doing anything about it. Preparation is planning to change within a month. So you're testing the waters, thinking about it, but not necessarily doing anything about it yet. Action is engaging in strategies. Maintenance is greater difficulty than action stage. And termination is when the problem behavior is no longer an issue. My current stage, I would say that I'm currently in the contemplation stage. Being new to this area, I'm not 100% confident in myself yet. And even though I know that I need to change this behavior, I think I'm more concerned about making sure I'm ready for these new adventures and everything like that comes with it. I know once I do change these behaviors, I can become more social and stress less, and this can be super beneficial because it'll release a lot of the tension that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis. My problem is actually getting it done. I think about things way too much and begin to overanalyze. The contemplation stage can be a stage that I could be stuck at for years, but that is not my end goal. Making sure that I move past this stage and take the steps to change and enhance my emotional well-being is necessary. I don't want to be in this stage. I want to be out the door and terminating this behavior just because I feel like I'm ready, but I'm also scared because of the area that I do live in and the new world that I'm surrounded in, and everything that comes with it. And so contemplation stage is where I'm currently at, and although I'm hoping to be past that soon. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and trackable goals. These goals, or it's important to have SMART goals because you don't want goals that you set but they're not realistic or attainable, and because that could be bad on your wellness itself. There are ways that I can improve my emotional wellness, and these include or these steps that I can take or goals that I can have are trying to meet at least 2 new people a month and keep connected with them. That way I have friendships, and that way I can be more social and not stress and stay at home constantly. Create a specific schedule for me and my daughter and stay on top of it. Plan out our days and make sure we are on a schedule. Don't judge others based on expectations. Be optimistic. And as far as my self-image, own my own body and be confident with who I am. These are ways that I can improve my emotional wellness. As far as theories go, social cognitive theory holds that portions of an individual's knowledge acquisition can be directly related to observing others within the context of social interactions, experience, and outside media influences. Theory of planned behavior helps to understand how we can change the behavior of people. This theory predicts deliberate behavior because behavior can be deliberate and planned. We are in control of our own actions and behaviors. The health belief model is developed to explain and predict health-related behaviors. It suggests that people's beliefs about health problems, perceived benefits of actions, and barriers to action and self-efficacy explain engagement in health-promoting behaviors. And once again, the trans-theoretical model is seeing how prepared a person is to make change in their life. Some of the barriers that I currently have are that I'm a very independent person and I like to be by myself a lot of the time. And this is something that I need to change and open up to other individuals. Another barrier is that I have a 7-month-old daughter and I'm also in school, and I'm trying to focus on myself and getting the exercise that I need. And so when it comes to friendships, I feel like I'm always having to plan around when I go to the gym. And as stated earlier, if I just had a schedule that was specific, this could really help me overcome the barriers. Another way that I can overcome barriers is by joining mom clubs, getting interaction with other moms and becoming social with them. Also take time for myself. I don't get a lot of independent time without my daughter. I feel like I'm with her 24/7, which doesn't bother me, but taking time for myself and having that moment where I want to be with her, I want to go home to her, can be beneficial. My motivational techniques are my husband and my daughter. My husband goes to work early in the morning and comes home late at night. So the long hours that he works, it's not right for him to come home and have a stressed wife. And it can't be healthy on our relationship. Also, I want my daughter to see me as a happy mom and one that always finds reasons to smile, because I want her to be a happy child. And so that is one of the most important things to me as a mother. And they're my motivation 100%. My wellness philosophy is when we are capable of taking control of our own wellness and creating a life of health, we should take advantage of it. We should strive to be the best you every day and motivate ourselves to be and make make healthy choices daily. Wellness is a process, not a goal. We shouldn't expect it to happen overnight, but we should take action and encourage those around us to do the same.